GRT at the time of this recording is seeing a bit of a short-term bounce after a massive breakdown move, which has continued to obey the Elliot wave structures, where I now believe that we have seen a low in the formation of this wave 3, and whatever is playing out at the moment is a bit of a short-term bounce to the upside in an Elliot wave count 4. And on today's video, I will be discussing the minimum target areas for that movement to the upside in an Elliot wave count 4, and above all discuss my long-term price prediction analysis and significant areas that you need to continue holding above on the daily chart. So make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. And for those of you that might want to take a trade, you can check out BitGet, which is my go-to exchange. And you can see that on sign up you can now claim a welcome pack of up to 6,200 USDT, and all you need for registration is an email and a phone number for registration. Getting back to the charts, I want to start the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening from the highs that we made above the 0.1945, where we started a bit of a breakdown move to the lower side, obeying the Elliott wave structures. And I believe that we saw a low in the formation of these Elliott wave count 1. Then we saw a bit of a bounce to the upside in an Elliott wave count 2 over here. And after we picked in these Elliott wave count 2, we continued to see impulsive movements to the lower side in an Elliott wave count 3, whose minimum target areas I gave you on my last video by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the high of that wave 1 to the low of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that Elliott wave count 2, giving me a minimum target area for the third wave at the fib ratios 1:1 that lies above the 0.1337, an area that we have now fully maximized in a move that gave us a low below the 0.1285. And after getting that low, we are seeing a bit of a short-term bounce to the upside in what could be the start of an impulsive movement in an Elliott wave, that is a corrective movement to the upside in an Elliott wave count 4, whose minimum target areas can be given by pulling the fibs from the high of this wave 2 to the low of that wave 3, giving me a minimum target area for that bounce between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, and the target area lies between the 0.1543 and the 0.1482, which is the area that I have marked here on the charts. So there are high chances that in the next coming hours, in case we continue seeing these bounce to the upside, we are going to fully maximize this target area over here, get a high in place for that Elliott wave count 4 before we can continue seeing even lower prices in an Elliott wave count 5 that can possibly give us, that is the last low before we can finally see another impulsive movement to the upper side. We also need to have in mind that we can also lose this momentum to give us this short-term bounce in an Elliott wave count 4, and we might continue heading further down. And if that is the case, then using the trend-based Fibonacci's once again, I will be expecting GRT to fully maximize the fib level 1.618 that lies above the 0.1045. So that is the next target area to watch out for in case we lose that upward momentum to continue pushing us even higher. And that breakdown move will get confirmed the moment we lose the lows that we made yesterday below the 0.1287. The moment we lose that low, then I will be having the 0.108 as my next target areas in the next coming hours. Jumping to the daily chart, I still believe that we got our bear market lows last year and started an aggressive bounce to the upside in a move that peaked above the 0.4947, giving us the high for this Elliott wave count 1. Then we started a breakdown move in a larger Elliott wave count 2, whose minimum target areas marked on the charts using this blue target area we have now fully maximized, and there are high chances that we have the low for that second wave in place. And in the next coming weeks or maybe months, we are going to finally see an aggressive bounce to the upside in a wave 3, then expect a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in an Elliott wave count 5. But for that movement to play out, we need to see GRT holding above the fib level 0.88, which can be given by connecting the fibs from the bear market lows to the high above the 0.4947, where you can see that the fib level 0.88 lies above the 0.1254. If by any chance we lose that area on the Fibonacci's, that will be suggesting a total breakdown move that can easily give us a reset of the bear market lows below the 0.0751 in a move that can easily give us new bear market lows before we can start an aggressive bounce to the upside that can possibly take us to new all-time highs in this bull market. So that is all I'm expecting on the short term and also on the long term, and let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I will be keeping you up to date.